Hi and welcome back to episode 8 of Let's Play Oxygen Not Included with me, Scruffy Joe. Where are we? We're at the beginning of cycle 9 and everyone's just waking up, and where are we? We're doing alright actually. So from last episode you might remember this is the second time we've started a game. The first game went very badly wrong, and then thankfully my disc got all jangled up and had to be thrown away, so I lost all my save data. So this is the second start of Oxygen Not Included, and everything looks much better now because I kept it to 3 people. We're in nine cycles in, and this is the first day we've had to cook anything, and because of that also we haven't run out of air. We haven't had too much time spent doing the power. It's enabled me to build a proper toilet. We've got a nice bedroom here which will accommodate 4 people. I've found my way down to the coal and the copper. We've been mining that out, which has been groovy. And everything's going just really genuinely quite well. Let's have a quick check on the research. Yeah, we go. That's right, at the end of last episode I was saying, oh, I've nearly finished. Well, there we go. That is all of the very first set of research. Now, the second set of research is equally quick to get through. It just takes 20 instead of 15. And then the next set along, that's where you're going to need to start building an additional building to make that all happen. For the time being, I am going to prioritise getting this so that I can have some airflow tiles, because I'm going to need a couple in here and maybe here just to let the oxygen go into the bedroom. Because what you'll find is, although it's great at the moment, the only route in is through this kind of mesh door. So you're going to find that eventually this gets a bit horrid. And the other thing you can see over here, obviously, we're not quite getting enough oxygen going on, and there's somebody at my front door, so let's pause. Okay, and I'm back. That was the postman. Sorry about that. There will be a bit of clever editing later on which will make that me getting up and wandering off completely vanish with a clever little bit of cutting. There we go. Right, what was I saying? Totally lost my train of thought. Oh yes, oxygen. So yeah, it's getting a bit grim over here, and eventually this plant will also die. We don't really want that to happen. So we're going to sort of fix all of that. Just not quite yet. Now, I seem to remember we have... Yeah, there we go, right. So, I've made 6 bits of food. We've only got 3 people. They eat 1,000 a day. So that's fine. They're all going to eat that. And then go on about their lives without any other difficulties. We don't want... What do we not want? Dirt. What else don't we want? Poo. Great. So, he's busy doing that. He's making everything work. You're going to tidy up for a little bit. So we need the next useful thing to think about doing, really. That science just finished already. Is that the end of the day? Oh, that's the end of the day. Okay, great. So everyone's going to go to bed, and that'll be fine. Good stuff, chaps. You're doing well. Okay. I think what we need to think about is where are we going to put all of our wastewater, because we're going to start getting to the point soon where we need to think about that kind of thing. So for the time being, we maybe dig a little hole in here. Just going to carry on down there with my ladder. And yeah, maybe if we make a nice... Can we... Now, how big does this need to be? Let's just not go randomly throwing a hole in the ground for no apparent reason. Let's just go... Yeah, we're going to dig these bits out. Like that, so it's easy to pick them all up afterwards. We're also going to dig that out there just so that the carbon dioxide has more room to fall, which will be great. Science is finished. That means I can now do my air tiles. Might as well go... Do we need to go... I'll tell you what. Let's build some tables. Build some tables, and then we've got this nice hole just here where we can fit some dining room tables, put a couple of doors in, and we'll have a lunchroom. Once again, that will make everyone happy, because it means that instead of just eating mud and being unhappy about it, they can eat mud at a comfy table and have a chat with their friends, and then be unhappy about the mud afterwards. So we're not really changing the unhappiness about mud, but we are changing the environment in which they get to be unhappy about mud. Oops. Ah. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a little little place to contain all of the wee. Probably like that. Can we dig that? Okay, we can't do that. Oopsie days. Can't do that because we need a jobs board. Like, I suppose I could make a jobs board. Stations, jobs board. Jobs. Might be a bit too early for that in terms of game time. I'm not sure we've actually got enough stuff to make that work. We'll see. Who's... Oh no! Oh. Why didn't you go to the toilet? Oh, the toilet's broken again. Oh no, what's going on? Oh. Yeah, we're back to where we were. Everything's covered in wee. Right, why aren't you fixing the toilet? Oh... I'll tell you what, why don't we all stand around and have a chat about the wee and then go to bed? Oh dear. At least none of it went anywhere important. Is that wee? Yeah, polluted water. Right, somebody fix the toilet. Oh, right, come on. Fix the toilet. Thank you. Everybody else is just going to have to work in amongst pools of urine. I mean, it's not the main theme of this game. You may be thinking, after having watched me doing this for however many episodes I've done now, I think this is episode 8, that the main theme of Oxygen Not Included is actually walk through pools of wee. That is not the case. This is just what happens when it goes wrong. So anyway, let's tidy up. Let's get this all cleaned away. And then let's get a place to get rid of this horrible wetness. So this is a bit of pre... There we go, that goes there. There's a little bit of... I'm putting a water tank in there, a water pump in there, not because I'm going to use it immediately, because I'm blatantly not ready for it. But if I build it now, then that means I won't then later have to send a man to go and crawl through what is effectively horrid place. It's just going to be like swimming in wee. So I want to avoid that if at all possible. So as such, I will do this. So it's all plumbed in and ready to go at the time when I decide I need plumbing. Now, jobs board. I don't really know what this is. Ah. Ah, okay. So if we put somebody in charge of digging, who was in charge of digging? That's you, isn't it? Like Minky needs to be in charge of digging. Once again, this is weird because Minky is a cat who's nervous of everything. She will literally run away at the slightest sound of anything at all. So, putting her in charge of doing all the building work, I mean, it makes no sense. But, whatever. So, where are you? Apprentice Miner. Gonna do that. Go for it. What that I think will allow to happen. Oh no, I was wrong. Oh no, there we go. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Look, she's got a hat on. I'm gonna slow the game down, quick. Yay, mining hat. That means that she is now capable of going through granite. Well done. Good effort. That's solid work. Put it back on fast again. Okay. Everyone's cleared up all the wee. Well, sort of. Let's just get everything out of here before I start loading wee into it. And this needs to just be polluted water. I think viewers, it might almost be time to have the fourth person joining us. I think. Maybe. Oh yeah, and I'm going to build some mess tables. Going to build a coal thing. Coal thing is not quite English for power supply. Sorry about that, everyone. I don't know what's happened to my use of words. They've gone by the wayside. I don't know why these things are stuck down here. They've been down here for ages. It would be nice if they floated around a bit because they're kind of... They're supposed to make everything look nice. Right, come on guys, do the sweeping. Just realised, got my airflow tiles, so I can do a bit of that. And I think a bit of that as well, just to let the carbon dioxide really fill in that hole. Yeah, that's alright. How are we looking on air? Oh, that's alright. Oh, that's not too bad at all. And we're gradually emptying out all this stuff we've got left. Some igneous rocks and copper ore. Pick it all up, take it somewhere safe. I've just spotted a bit of wee that I missed. There we go, got that. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Just going to let him get on with it for a little bit. Yeah. Are we going to starve today? Yeah, we are, aren't we? We're going to completely starve today. Go, make food. That's what happens when you have it on fast speed and you're not paying attention. People wet themselves and then you suddenly run out of food. Oh dear, never mind. Okay, how are we doing on power? Not very well. Oh, that's the thing. I looked this up between episodes. I think it was operate, generate power, operate. So what we wanted our scientist to not be generating power. There we go. Better. Let's just have a quick sickness check. Oh, look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? And also, I've just spotted that we can't actually build that tile there at all because that's the end of the day and there's no food for anyone. Oh, dearie dear Joe, what you like? Right. Okay, tomorrow morning, when we get to the beginning of the day, I'm going to press this button. And we're going to bring in an extra person. Which sounds slightly stupid because we haven't got any food at the moment, but it will just give them a little bit of extra person to do things. That's my theory. I'm not sure if it's the right theory. But we're at cycle 13. We've been going for a while. Let's go. Okay. Who don't we want? We don't want a loud sleeper particularly, although we can deal with that. Unconstructive is a nightmare. Anemic. Got an interest in art, but he's terrible at art. What's that all about? Ooh. Let's have Bert. Let's rename Bert. Let's call him Remy. Remy, if you're watching, this one's for you. Oh, get in there! Right, let's just make sure that Remy's priorities are right. Right, okay, he's a good cook. We're going to have a bit of cooking argument, which is fine. I'm happy with that. Oh, likes doing that as well. Everything else will be fine. That'll be fine. Turns out Remy's good at combat. Okay, let's do some more research. Not worried about automatic controls yet because I don't have enough copper or things to actually use any of this stuff. I think that's kind of a... Although it's here and it's nice and early, when I was playing this game before, it was never really a thing. In actual fact, I stopped playing shortly after this automatic stuff. All of this bit here, this bit, all of that came in and I stopped playing. Not because that came in and I stopped playing, it just happened to happen at the same time. I don't also think we don't need brute force refinement just yet, but we will get the toilets on the go. So yeah, I've never really, what I was saying is I've never really played with the automation. Generally I've found that you should be able to work things out yourself kind of quite well. Why hasn't anyone put any water in this? Because there's only 4 people and they're all busy doing other things. Right, so food shortage, yes, we are dealing with that. Let's just do a whole day's worth of cooking. Power's alright, just about. It's all fine, really. Who's slightly stressed? Oh, Remy's slightly stressed. What's the matter, mate? You only just arrived. No job. He was pretty good at everything, wasn't he? Looks like we're all going to be suffering from grisly meal. Yeah. Morale of 3 out of 2. Sounds pretty good to me. Picking up dirt, delivering dirt. What? Why? Why picking up the dirt from here and then taking it over, ignoring this storage container full of dirt, delivering it that way? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Let's put another dirt container here. Oops, let's not have a floating dirt container. That's ridiculous. There we go. I'm getting clumsy fingers, guys. Ah, dear, right. Oof. Got it. Winner! Now, I can't help but notice that there's still we all around the place. What are you doing? Oh, oh no! Why? It's on priority 8. I mean, that's right. Sit in a pile of your own wee and eat your dinner. that's annoying. I didn't want that to happen. Didn't want that to happen. Interesting. This is lovely in producing oxygen. In a minute, it's going to disintegrate. And then we'll have some slime. And slime makes slime lung. So I'm going to have to remember when this runs out. I might need somebody to remind me. Because I'm going to have to run up here. And fix it. Oh, there's just... Good grief, man. Why are you cooking in Wii? Unbelievable. Fix the toilet. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to request my apprentice miner do that. What's that diamond mean? Miner only? I'm going to actually put in a second toilet. Because this is just going wrong. At least that was a comedy weeing on a ladder situation, which is slightly different. Why aren't they putting the Wii in here? Okay. Come on. Pick up the granite. Wow. I mean, just wow. Look at that. That is so much... Ugh. What are they all doing? Right, so, second toilet. If in doubt, build a second toilet. It'll fix everything. Put it there. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We are recovering from our nasty Wii-based problem. Let's go. That's good hat wearing, that is. I mean, I approve of Minky's digging hat. I think that's a good hat to have. Now, we have run out of science to do, but I'm just going to leave it for a second because I really want them to mop up all the Wii. There we go, that's getting there now. That's better. This guy down here, he's mopping up Wii in a room without any air. I mean, that's... nightmare. Okay. I did promise them desks, didn't I? Not desks. Places to eat. We have a little dining room. Oops. Oh, like that. Just check on the old air supply. It could be better. Could be much, much worse, but it could be better. Okay, so what's going to happen? At the end of the day, they're going to come in here and they're going to eat in here. And this is now a room, I believe. Yay! So that is a mess hall. Going to give them some extra morale. What is a difference between this and this? Which one is which? Don't know. We'll have to figure that out later. For the time being, that is going to save a lot of trouble, I think, because it's going to cheer everybody up. It means that they can eat their dirt in a comfy place. Right. What should we do now? Let's just get them all. Get them all done. We've got 2 toilets now. It's all going to be fine. Probably should start worrying about other people's jobs, but not quite there yet. Not quite there, by the way. I think I need a little bit more time to to sort of figure out what's going on with the whole jobs interface. So gradually, we've built up and things are starting to get a bit better. Things are already way better than they were the last time I played before I lost my save game file. That was really awful. But this is quite nice. These guys are just running back and forward, filling up things, tidying stuff up. And that says to me that it might be time to start thinking about building some other stuff. Not quite, but nearly. We've got farming. We could make other types of food. We can build a ration box. Got some extra electricity type stuff to do. Coal generators, that's going to be very important in a bit. We're going to end up with a coal generator down here, I think. And then if we can try and keep all of our coal generators in the same sort of area, then we can just build a machine to turn all the carbon dioxide that they make and sort of scrub it. And that will work really nicely. Does that still count as being a bathroom, or have I made it too big? Yes, still a bathroom. Good. You know what? We can do some decoration as well. Furniture. Flower pot. Stick a flower pot there. We might be able to plant something nice in that, and then when they sit down and have their food, they can sit down and have their food somewhere nice. Instead of horrid. Did anybody actually sit down and eat at the table? Or is it because I've run out of food? What an idiot. Okay. I am officially an idiot, and I've nearly made everyone starve. And when you make everyone starve, that's normally the time when you should probably stop playing the game and, you know, do something useful with your life. What I'm actually going to do, though, is I'm going to run it for another cycle. Till the end of cycle 16. We are going to... I'm just going to dig these out on the hope that it makes these little guys escape and start flying around. Going to just let them build, get some food sorted out until we've got edible up to above 4,000. Do that. Somebody go and plant that. And then... narcolepsy? Did I pick a narcoleptic person? I think he must be narcoleptic, otherwise he wouldn't have fallen asleep. There you go, narcoleptic. So every now and again that guy's just going to randomly fall asleep. Which is fine. Maybe I should have named him after a cat instead of a person, but there you go. This is the thing that makes oxygen. Need all of these things to make all of that work. Let's just do that anyway. How are we looking for algae? Mm-hmm. Do need to start... Basically, you don't want to run out of algae, but at the same time you don't want to spend ages digging out a load of algae, because, frankly, nearly 3 tons is okay. But when that gets down to about 2 tons, I'll probably just whip in here and dig this cave out of algae. Have a look back on this. You've got to keep checking all this stuff. Toilets are working. Oh yeah, I should probably prioritise the other toilet as well, because otherwise that'll just get broken and then we'll end up with one toilet again, and once again the whole world will be covered in wee. Yeah, that's good. Food. No one's going to starve at the end of today, so that's good. Whoops, pressed the wrong button. This water will go. And it'll go relatively quickly. What I'm just going to do is... just draw a couple of walls on here, just basically so I can mark out my heights. I like to have my walls, I like 4 squares in between. Going to need something like that to happen because we want to line our big water tank so that water can't escape from it. We also want to block it in across the top, but ultimately we want to kind of do something like that and probably double at the bottom, just like that, because double at the bottom because they will, if there's too much weight, it will crack. The game is clever enough to suddenly have bits of wall cracking, which can be a disaster if there's anything below it. Also, if you're reliant on that water, then you're going to accidentally let it escape, which similarly, disaster. So we kind of need to do that at some point in the future. I've just realised I said I was going to stop at the end of that cycle, and now here we are, carrying on. So yeah, I was just there with me. I got distracted by this ridiculousness. I don't know. I am going to call this quits here. I'm going to press the space bar. Bonk. Done. That's going to be the end of this episode of Let's Play Oxygen Not Included. I have gone a little bit over time and I am sorry about that. If you've enjoyed it, please press subscribe or like or both, and if you feel like it, leave a comment and I will attempt to reply. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. I think this is going much better than it did last time, and I think that's largely because I've kept to a small amount of people and I haven't tried to do everything at once. So with that in mind, maybe in a couple of episodes time I'll invite every single person who gets appearing in here, and everything will go completely wrong and you can all laugh along with me as people start to fall over in a pool of urine and stress vomit and all that kind of stuff. Maybe not. Maybe it's going to carry on going perfectly well, and maybe we can start exploring all of this goodness out here, which is all weird. And I say goodness, what I actually mean is horrible places to live. Anyway, more of that next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers.